Okay guys, welcome back to more Alpha Protocol. There are a couple things you should know that now we are at this part of the game. So maybe there are a couple sexual encounters you can have with several of the female cast members, three of which we will encounter in these missions here. Um, So you can also kill the guy in Rome, although that's a spoiler, I will tell you now, because to kill him requires an odd thing. You have to have like a certain percentage of suave comments. We have a very low amount because we've been using a little bit, but we've kind of been role-playing character as more of a professional character. So it's how it does it is it's a set number of suave, or it's pretty much your percentage of suave comments compared to all your other comments. So if you do roam later in the game, um, you have more difficulty getting there, or you just won't be able to. And we'll want to kill the guy because it will give us a positive relation with the woman we'll meet in Moscow. Um, Plus, the woman in Rome is really easy to persuade, and she likes suave comments. So overall, we will do it this way. So we'll go to Rome first. Enter the Rome safe house. We got Mina. Good reputation. I think you need 10 for the most part to get relations or to proxim. Some of it's different, some of them it's up to 10.
You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
I think I've got you beat.
You ever been a pushy woman in the heart of Arabia?
Once, lost a bet.
Cute.
Yeah.
You could keep that up the entire flight, I bet.
Did you already have plans?
I was going to invite you to slow down.
Sorry, I get a little antsy before flights. Last time I was in an airplane, it wasn't the smoothest trip.
I can relate. I've spent far too much time on planes lately.
What are you doing in this lovely part of the world, if you don't mind me asking?
You first.
Halbeck.
I'm in claims and acquisitions for Halbeck, apparently. Still getting a feel for the job.
Oh.
That was my reaction. Or was that an O, as in I've never heard of Halbeck?
Oh, as in the sense of yes, I've heard of Halbeck. Military and construction contractor. That name comes up a lot in this region.
That's right. So, if you're familiar with the area, that would make you a... Those your legs?
Other page.
Cover story by Scarlet Lake.
I heard she's on this flight.
Photojournalism, isn't that a bit dangerous, Scarlet?
If there's no risk, it's not important.
By the way, I'm Mike.
Here, call me. I have a lot of contacts in the area. Maybe we can work out a trade.
Okay, Scarlet.
If you should hear anything,
I'll
of course.
let it finish.
If I hear anything juicy, you're the first person I'll call.
I appreciate that. You know, there's something about you. Makes me think I might just be sitting next to a headline.
You do not say friendly here.
You might want to stick close then.
Maybe I will.
You don't really have an option for the next few hours.
But after that, well, I have to get some work finished before we land.
Okay.
Let me know if you do anything scandalous.
Will do.
So Scarlet Lake allows you to trade information and other things with her. Trade information will also get you a positive bonus with Scarlet. Scarlet's one of the...
situated?
Oh,
Nice place. I kind of hope this operation lasts a while. I could get used to this. Alright, what do we got?
From the information Shahid gave us, it's not clear what the link is between Halbeck and Al-Samad in Rome. But it does list the local Al-Samad cell leader, a Jibril al-Bara. But...
Sounds like there's a snag.
you could say that. A government-sized one.
Let's just take it one step at a time then. What's the problem?
There's a CIA listening post here in Rome, and it's pretty well staffed. They're definitely running a search on you. Huh. And Al-Samad, it looks like.
What's their chance of tracking us down?
I don't know. You could try to stay below the radar. But that doesn't really seem to be your strong suit.
I could just hit the place. Once gunfire starts, they'll need to relocate.
They're just doing their job, Mike. I don't know if that's the best option.
So we'll have to be extra covert when carrying out this covert op, which will make finding the Al-Samad cell even harder.
There may be another way
Not
to
a-
get information we need on Al-Samad and Halbeck. It looks like there's an NSA Echelon listening post in Rome. You might be able to access that and use their database to do our hunting for us. It looks like it's in a gelato shop.
You've got to be kidding me.
Stranger things have happened.
So those are my options? Disarm the listening post, tap into the NSA computer, or make a straight run for Albara? What about Halbeck? What's their tie here?
There's nothing about it in Shahid's records. So I did a check of Halbeck employees and ex-employees in Rome. One recent arrival came to the top that I think is worth looking into. Conrad Marburg.
What do you have on him?
Not much. He seems to avoid the spotlight. He's not showing up on many sites or search results.
Alright, so what's Marburg's tie to Halbeck?
He doesn't have one, at least as of a year ago. He was actually chief of security, but then apparently transferred to working as a contractor for the Veteran Combat Initiative.
They're mercenaries. Ex-American military, right?
Right. They're not too discriminating about the contract as long as a firefight is involved.
Alright. You got a picture of Marburg?
Sending it to your screen now. His dossier doesn't have much on him, and some of the early details seem sketchy to me. Mike, what's wrong?
Something tells me Marburg's our real problem. But let's figure out the Al-Samad connection first. They're a little more knee-jerk than Halbeck.
Do you think Shahid will help?
I'm certain, especially if Halbeck's involved. I'll contact him, see what I can find out about Albara.
So, we lost some reputation with Mia there, or Mina, but it's really not that big of a deal. It's pretty easy to get reputation with. I've actually never done that attack response. I usually go with the other ones, because they're less negative. And I actually forgot attack was a negative, but it's not the end of the world. So our plaques follow us around.
There's a note from Parker here. The agency made me give this to you. What a guy.
Well, as usual, we compromise Thornton in the bathroom. This room you will see in a lot, hopefully, more interesting circumstances later on. So
Mina wrote, way to score. I think she custom framed it just for me. Oh, nice.
Yeah, how nice. Okay, so we can look at the weapons here that are available in Rome. Oh, never mind. They just have the classic ones. And we don't got the good armors yet either. So we'll just hold off. You can always buy intel, which I never do because I like to save money for weapons. But yeah, I knew that thing about selling the weapons, so I didn't do it. I'm pretty upset at myself for that, but not a big deal. The game's not that difficult anyway, as long as you're really paying attention to what you're doing. So that is most of the apartment, other than, oh yeah, we already in the kitchen. So go to the computer and start our missions. Oh, sorry, not the computer, but I want to check if there's any more stuff we can add to our armor. If you only have one mod, but so it's left in here. Yeah, we have the gold plate AR, but if you look, it only gets a little bit more damage, and it's a lot worse in a lot of things. So generally not recommended. But oh, here, sorry. I apologize, guys. Had a brain fart there. No, we didn't find any accessories for that. But for a pistol, the silencer. Oops, shit. It's weird. Like, it's kind of weird. You do it through right clicking is how you exit menus. So if you right click twice, it kicks you out of both menus. It's kind of odd. But okay, so there's no real from what I know, best way to do it. However, doing this one first is usually better because you can pretty much give your presence away to the CIA. You can get a negative reputation from Mulberg by killing CIA and NSA
You in
agents.
place?
Yep. Got a good view of the estate where this meeting is supposed to take place. What now?
Albara's our target. He's supposed to be here tonight.
Well, glad I brought this rifle. But what's the deal with the scope?
It can transmit images to me in real time. Aim at someone, and I'll run their picture through the database. See if we get a match. The longer you focus on a target, the quicker I can make an ID. The ID is all I need.
And if the target's a scumbag, I take him out?
That's your call. If you decide to shoot, just make sure you don't do it if the target's inside of a camera or another person. We don't know who Albara's meeting, so taking anyone else out may have repercussions, depending on who their friends are.
So pretty much you hold it over to transfer data. These people aren't anybody in particular. So I'm reducing the DPI on my mouse
Owns a
here.
sports car dealership in Naples. Does a lot of international business, but no criminal record. Not our guy.
I run with a mouse with over 2,000 DPI.
Roman artist.
So
Made a name for himself last year with a controversial exhibit in Paris. Some local juvenile offenses, but otherwise he's clean. Not our target.
So just wait, more people show up.
A nobody.
Looks like the guards are clear. Moving up to the next position. In position.
All right, let's begin. Security guard. He's clean. Dutch flower baron. He's suspected of dipping into the drug trade, but that's all I've got. Nothing really incriminating.
She's obviously going to be our
Well,
mark.
she's a little underdressed.
Definitely a cold night from the looks of it.
All right, Mike.
So that's that.
Spanish celebrity talk show host. He's a known meth user, but nothing related to financing terrorists or arms smuggling.
Okay, and check back down here. She still might be our mark. No? There's one person I'm missing. Yeah, there it is.
Private security. Ex-special forces. Not our man. But definitely a professional. He planned and led the assault that took back the hijacked British jet last year.
I remember reading about that. Should I get an autograph for him?
No, I work for the infamous Mike Thorton. Compared to you, he's small time.
I'm in position overlooking the chateau. A lot of guests tonight.
I see. Mike, be very...
Careful, I know. I don't want a mob after me before we have a target.
He's a curator for one of the museums in town. His latest exhibit on the Crusades has drawn some fire, but otherwise he's clean.
Like I said, there's an individual up here that we can get.
That's Albara. That's him.
Take him out.
Hold on. A lot of State Department and Interpol records. State Department department says he's dirty. Interpol says his finances are legitimate, though. And
Meaning, do I take him out?
none of these State Department records are sourced. I can't tell where they came from, or when. Best I can tell, their intel was added to his sheet a few months before you left for Saudi Arabia.
He's a member of Al-Samad, right?
I don't know. I'd say yes. But I might be wrong. You can take him out, or we can abort. It's up to you.
Okay, so what intel do we have on Albara? Okay. One second, I'm just thinking of how, trying to actually think back on how this affects the other missions. Albara. I think we're gonna kill Albara.
I hope you're right. If not,
Yeah. Pretty sure. No.
What's that beeping noise?
Important email arrived. One other thing I want to show you on inventory. Service record. Oh, we got a little up. Signing rent can be useful, but I want to get more toughness. Where's weapon balancing? Oh, it's only recoil control. I don't think full exchange is that great. Let's button next rank, toughness. Got 3 more. That's 5 for that one, so. There's what, sorry. So, in the last one, we've actually got a couple things. Well, we got assault rifle position for getting headshots. We got tour duty for surviving Desert Spear. We got stave execution for saving Al-Samad. So by killing Jabhat al-Bara, which we did there, we got focused aim, which is reduced cooldown. Social butterfly, which you got for having a good reputation with 3 people, 5% intel discount if we purchase intel, which we probably won't. And yeah, that's all the ones we got for that. And yeah, just the same stuff. So we gotta go check our email. Okay. Except what? Okay, so what's? It's so much a pain in the ass against school. So you need you to keep an eye out for Thornton, but don't make it your sole activity. We've got other operations on board. I'm not going to want you on that crew, but if you're chasing leads on Thornton, you're going to make it really hard for me to reserve a spot as point man, considering that each time you come and go from the facility, that's 2 days of downtime for sedated transit, plus a few days of time in flight as you follow whatever tip you see about Thornton's whereabouts. Stay focused, agents. You have a lot of potential. I know you want to bring in Thornton, and when points to me, win my respect by getting ready when you need. Okay, we also got Mr. Thornton. I'm aware of your mission against the Hellback International, my employer. I've visited there in the past and ongoing more injustice committed by those who write my paychecks. If you'd be willing to meet me in person, I would like to discuss our mutual enemy. There's dinner downtown where I can eat. Cafe. Okay, so we reply. And so you'll see how the conversation turned out. Dear Anonymous, I'll meet you at the agreed location at the time I choose. I'll contact you and route location be on standby until then. Mina, can you search Alexis for more information on the email? I'm curious how this person found out my name and email. So we probably are best to send an email to Mina and get more information. So we got an email from Scarlett. Hey Mike, funny how you have a Hellback email account and your name is listed in the company directly, but don't even have a voicemail set up at your office. So let me guess, you're a K Street lobbyist. Henry Leland set you up with a no-show job, right? I'm guessing this whole Michael Thornton name is just a cover. I mean, Henry Leland is, if you guys don't know, is the head at Hellback. He's the guy we talked to in the cutscenes. Anyway, well, whoever you are, it's nice to meet you. I spent a lot of time on phones, planes, and 90% of the time they see me next to old ladies or screaming kids. Scarlet. Shahid. If you're reading this, you escaped Saudi Arabia and had time to think of what has happened. Your government has banned you terrorists. You'll be hunted as I have been. They will not take your life, and you will not spend a word of missiles that's sold to me. Consider this, your enemy is not Elsmod, your enemy is Hellback and your allies elsewhere in the world. The spies in Moscow and Rome, they've spit on our beliefs as they deal exchange for bombs and supplies. They move forward to Taipei as described in the information I have for you. Research the dossier for Henry Leland, dig deeply into the information in Hellback Corp and their master. You'll find our common enemy is Leland is a Hallman who respects no boundaries, chained to the community power, purchase, and blood. You will not hear from me for some time. We'll meet face to face again at a time of my choosing. Only then shall I give you the help I promise. I've manned my word, and you should not put a trigger on me. That marks you as a man, at least given the reason. So here's a chance to respond to Mina. Like, so far we haven't been really worried about the emails because in the early game it's not really helpful. Here they are. So Mike, the agency's burning plenty of taxpayer money looking for you. I'm pretty close to filing a sexual harassment claim against Darcy. AS is mine. I was using an assignment, just got slated for a severe audit. Now I have to hack into Treasury servers to correct the problem. The last paragraph was an ill-conceived attempt at small talk. My problems are pretty trivial to what's going on with you. Trust me, I say I'm doing everything I can to keep the agency up your tail. Anyway, you're a moment, let me know how you're doing. So, we can be casual, joking, or turge. I think joking is our best. Will you have to show them on the doll what Darcy mentioned he touched you? That sounds pretty traumatic. Why don't you tell him there's been a verified sighting of me in Siberia? Well, I can't promise he'll be the victim of a polar bear rape. It should keep him out of the office for a while. Things are going well enough, you know. There's a little problem with my former co-workers wanting me dead, but it's nothing that God's the tricky public can solve. MT. Michael Thorton. +1 with Nina. Lean down the pain. What you call budget just dead attention, a good start. So this is the same kind of stuff. If you want to read it, there's actually not that much to it. It's just saying that he's looking for us. Okay, confirm that bug is live and respond. Oh wait, and these are all the old ones from. Oh, I forgot about that. At the beginning, you can go to that email and download it. and get $10,000. So man, I missed out on a lot of money there in the first part, but it's not the end of the world. It will create a interesting thing for you guys actually seeing what other weapons are available as I look for them, rather than me just buying the Samael Executioner right off the beginning. So we've done that. We'll do another mission, and then we can respond and complete the other one. So we will like the CIA listing post, I think is the next mission. Okay. If you look at the bottom, it actually tells you what it does. So this increases strike damage and provides sound damage. So, and we'll use it just because I want a little bit more sound dampening, just in case. If we can do this mission quiet, I'm all the happier, just because we are a spy after all. So when we can do missions quietly, I want to.
I'm in. Seems pretty quiet.
It is.
Again though, if I wanted to do stuff super silent, and I'm telling you guys so you can do it if you'd like, you can buy the tranquilizer darts. We saw them in the very first mission of the game. They silently knock people out, so that at the end of the mission, you can actually have a no
The
kills.
CIA's upstairs, and they probably have a guard in the lobby, so keep an eye out.
Will do. Going to take a quick look around.
So, if I shoot people with this pistol, it kills them. But I'm not worried about that, seeing as a character I am. But if you want to roleplay,
Cable's cut.
you are better off to not kill.
What beats static? Alright, check downstairs.
Okay, so as usual,
Probably blew another fuse.
wait for it.
Or am I the fucking electrician? Need a flashlight.
So what we did is we turned the corner there very quickly, so that we could kill him. I think we can get a level up here. Yeah. I say wouldn't mind getting one point in the pistol. Yeah, we'll have lots of things. Just gives us a little bit more accuracy with pistols, which is good if we're trying to get headshots. And oops, we saved our last stuff, right? 8 points. No, I don't think we did. Oh no, we just got more. We just got like 10 points or something built up. So let's. Okay. Okay, we now have iron rail. And I will spend my 10 millionth time checking the controls because I never remember what they are. Skill, and we want the skill menu. Skills is Z. Oops. We'll put back a Z. So yeah, we got wear this iron will. Generally, I like wearing this, just so you know where guards and stuff are. There's 2 guards, 1 guard there, 1 guard patrolling up there. See? Even if you're going stealth, or especially if you're going stealth, awareness is a pretty key skill.
Mike, it looks like the third floor camera is being run by a dummy console on the second floor. If you can find it, you can loop the feed and sneak past.
Okay, there you go. Although that was loud, it did not sound off any alarms or for I know, so it's actually a safe way to do. Color. We got some dossier information, we got some Hallbook data. All Hallbook data, like I said, it can either be sold. Okay, so deactivate cameras and install backdoor. This one. Okay, that one's fine.
Accessing the database and downloading the software.
All right. Receiving. We're good.
Listening in on the listening post. Gotta love this job.
Okay, let's deactivate the cameras. That one, and the last one is right up here. Wow. Cameras deactivated. And money, XP. Just want to double check if there's any. Like there is. Yeah, so that's the escape. Thought there's some now. I just want to make sure I get all the money and data and everything before we leave. Look, we are, so. So we've got a USB drive with money. Information on me now. This one here. That one's right there. Perfect. And we can access the email if we want. So. Fun Foreman to Vince Foreman. I guess this is his wife. Anyway, hey honey, I can't wait to see you. Only another week. Can't believe they sent you to South Carolina. I mean, really, they should pay you double for having set foot in that god awful place. When you going to retire and stop traveling all the time? I mean, it would be one thing if you worked for the government. They sent you to excited places like Istanbul or Rome. Can't you sell aluminum sheets without the going month-long business? That's why I miss you. Love, B. Man, I thought that was actually going to be something interesting. But it was, alas, it was not. Very uninteresting.
Control room's locked from the inside.
No other entrances I can see. Looks like the only way to get it to open is to get them to open it.
I'll think of something.
So, now is actually an interesting thing. If you would have gone loud, the door would already be open and you could already kind of push your way in. Exactly.
Looks like an air conditioning duct. Too small to fit through.
You can either make a lot of noise, or you can use the air conditioning, which is generally the sneakier way to do this.
This ought to do the trick.
What are you doing? Mike, don't kill them. There's got to be another way.
Just giving them a scare. A little something I learned in third period science.
What the hell? Fuck this shit!
Is it just the one or is there two? It's phosphorus slugs. Again, you want to grab as much money and stuff as you can before you complete the mission. Okay, so this is this one here. This is the mouse cooperates. God fucking damn it.
Mike, they're calling in reinforcements.
The fucking mouse thing's so fucking jumpy. It's actually probably one of my least favorite things in probably all the video games I've played. It just doesn't work properly. And we almost did it without setting off any alarms. Almost. So we want to try not to kill the CIA agents, because it upsets Mina if you do, and we can just escape without doing anything to them. Looks like we did get all our those objectives. Oh yeah, we get If you don't avoid killing them, he has to get a couple.
Mike, I've just detected a source within the VCI branch office doing a search for your profile. Although they've got the height wrong.
Why are they doing a search now? They already found me.
It looks like the analyst isn't doing it on company time. I have the workstation called up. It's using the workstation Parker used while he was undercover as a Halbeck contractor.
What?
The ID on the badge used to access the office is a Madison St. James.
Sounds like a porn star. I think I've seen some of her movies.
These windows into your world really scare me sometimes.
Then I'll leave the fact that I may have worked with her for another time. Got a picture?
Calling it up now. She's pretty. Recognize her?
No, I think I'd remember. But if she's tied to Marburg, I think we've got a way to get to him after all.
Okay. So we got actually a bunch of different perks from there. So we got Faith Killer. Oh no, sorry, that's the one we just got. Professional currency. When encountered CIA operations in Rome, you made sure to use non-lethal force. So if we would have killed any of them, we would have been using lethal force and we wouldn't have got that one. We just got variable approach. In 15 different conversations, you varied up your approach of sticking to one attitude or posture. So again, well, you do get some for keeping using the same approach like so many times, but you're best to use a varied approach because you get the good AP. But we can't use the 2 AP right now. However, we do want to check our email because we probably got a response from Mina. Oh, but that's was later talked about. Oh yeah, this is our intel we got. We'll send it to Scarlet. So known a good mean updates in Lospa. Found some information regarding a muscle touch crash caused by Hellbeck's penny pinching. The more interested in the call that follows. So you might take an interest in the story. Okay, got that. Which is this? Oh, okay, this is a response to how we hold up. Clear it down, just place a file on the desk with some clever doctoring photos of you spotted Svetlogorsk. I'm glad your sense of humor is still intact. It's all business as usual here across the and we'll discuss by how nonchalant everything is tracking you down. I know the agent doesn't feel it frankly sick of emotional people, but it plays into my theory that you're being set up. Anyway, hasn't got to my job as government sanctioned cybercrime, so this does feel like we're happening to IXP. Okay. Okay, got some document information. This email from to your not to say this person is to help, but at least the emails are lead to some credibility to that being case that said the username and address which was being withheld was a temp name himself just minutes before the email was sent. Doesn't FI the sender either had admin to forward them to Hellbeck's IT system or is pretty competent at tampering with their system either way. So let's try and see. How do I meet with that person now? I said intelligence. I guess maybe I can't. I can't remember how that works. We'll see. Thought you could get the intel and then still complete the meeting. Oh, this is the contact health informant right there, yeah. We just would have met her earlier if we would have used the other approach.
No sign of our mysterious Halbeck contact yet.
Maybe he stood you up.
Something feels wrong.
Well, stay alert. I'm starting to trust your instincts.
Switch off your transmitter. If you reach for your gun, one of my men will put a bullet in your skull.
Transmitter's off. I don't plan on reaching for my gun unless you make it necessary.
Once I have the information I
Yep.
need, I plan...
Shit. 1 second, guys.
No sign of our mysterious Halbeck contact yet.
Maybe he stood you up.
Okay, so-
No, something feels wrong.
Well,
So remember, we had to think of how we're gonna treat all the people we meet. We're about to meet the contact,
Switch off your transmitter.
and it is Malbec.
If you reach for your gun, one of my men
We know
will
we
put a
wanna
bullet in
be
your skull.
very aggressive, and
You open fire in here, it's gonna be a lot worse for you, trust me.
Don't make me repeat myself. You've made an effort to broadcast your arrival in Rome. Why?
You're the why. I was hoping if I stomped around enough, you'd come out of whatever hole you were hiding in.
I would have expected a rogue agent would be more cautious.
Why bother? Corporate tools like yourself can always be baited into showing themselves. It's a rookie move. So, what, now you're gonna threaten me? Go ahead, this should be worth a laugh.
You aren't here in an official capacity. You are operating under Alpha Protocol.
Interesting. Considering the program's secret, I would have expected you to say traitor, unless you have insider knowledge.
If you think you're the first to be abandoned by your government, you would be wrong. You are Michael Thorton. Straight out of Langley. Perhaps they felt the untouchables approach would benefit them.
I prefer the term commando, actually. I've been adding bullet points to my resume since you saw the last draft. I'm guessing you're here to confirm the file you have on me. Anything else you need to check?
Reports place you as someone loyal to your country and who believes in carrying their missions through.
Is that so odd?
In today's day and age, yes.
that one you can't avoid.
So you've done your homework, congratulations. I know who you are too. You're Leyland's right-hand man, his lackey, toady, henchman.
Chief of Security, as of a year ago.
Those gloves keep the dirt off?
Ah, yes. And the blood, when need be. In less than a day's time, you have already managed to cause me considerable inconvenience. Now, tell me
Chief
what
threat,
you're
no,
doing here.
Looking to kill every Halbeck stooge I can find and crush this get-rich-quick scheme you corporate drones have planned. You're a smart guy. How do you think this is going to turn out for you? Me, I already have a pretty good idea. What I don't understand, though, is why we're talking at all. Unless keeping me alive is important for some reason.
I have orders,
Keep
and I
trying
am
to
a
get
cautious person.
negative against them.
Well, we're done talking, so you can go fuck off now.
I expected that reaction. I believe you have nowhere to go for help. In that situation, it is a rare man who goes to his enemy's door. So, yes, this is a social call. A warning. You have proven yourself capable, but pursuing this course of action will not serve you any longer. Go underground, hide, but stay out of our way.
Or else what?
Or people you care about will start to die. We know you've been in contact with one of your fellow agents. That contact will die if you persist, and then we will kill you.
There's nothing you can do to me, Marburg. Go ahead, kill everyone, make some money, retire. I'll find you eventually, I promise.
I do not believe you're willing to let others die needlessly, or else you would not be here.
You know nothing about me except what you've read in a file. You're in for a surprise. So we're done here. I leave Rome, leave you to your plan, and that's it.
Yes. What you do next is up to you, but there are only two immediate choices. Leave, you live. Stay, you die.
I think you're the one who needs to leave. And it's simple, because your boss's plan is flawed.
Really?
Leyland's never seen the world outside of the boardroom or an air-conditioned limo, and he's planning something to change the world? Doesn't seem to me like he knows what he's doing.
Of course. He provided a goal, another provided a plan, I provided the means. We are done here. Leave Rome. If we see each other again, it will be the last time.
Okay, so again, so movies contact Madison St. James.
You weren't
Flashback.
hard to find in Rome, you know. The shooting outside of Rome. That poor professor. Taking that bullet like that. Finding you was easy.
What can I say? I was hungry. So I checked out restaurant reviews, chose one, and waited. I knew one of your goons would show.
And that's when you and Mr. Marburg met up and had lunch.
There wasn't much time to eat, actually. He was too busy talking, and I was too busy keeping my hands where he could see them.
So a normal business lunch, then. I'd be curious to hear more. And your first impression of Mr. Marburg. What did you discuss?
Oh, we laughed, we cried, we had a grand old time. That Marburg, he could do a killer impression of you.
He described you as a man of your word. Patriotic, I believe, also came into the conversation. But Mr. Marburg was not always the best judge of character. Nor does he instill much loyalty in employees. Speaking of which, this woman entered the picture not long after your meeting with Marburg. She was in our office in Rome. Madison, I believe.
Yes.
I always wondered, did you ever regret getting her into this?
It wasn't my choice.
Which will
Oh, right.
become interesting
In the end,
later on.
It was.
Mike, we may have a problem. The VCI employee I mentioned before, Madison, I think she's going to act.
What do you mean, now?
She's calling the operator and asking for you by name.
She can't be working for Marburg, unless this is a trap. Who is she calling?
The city directory. And maybe the police next. If she does...
Can you intercept the call? Redirect it?
What? Why?
Did you see her picture? Hey, am I missing out on that action?
Nice. Okay,
Sure.
let me patch her through. Operator?
Miss St. James?
Hello? Yes, is this the operator?
No, Miss St. James. This is Michael Thorton.
Oh, thank God. Mr. Thornton, please, you have to listen to me.
I don't believe we've met before. How do you know my name and why are you calling?
I have reason to believe your life is in danger. I know it sounds crazy, but
You don't say.
I don't want to discuss the details over the phone. This line may be tapped. She's a sharp one. But it's important I speak to you immediately. Is there someplace we can meet?
Of course. I'll send you the address of a local restaurant.
All right. I still have to hail a cab.
I'll have one sent to your cross streets.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you soon, Miss St. James.
Okay. So that is first couple missions. We'll call it here. I just want to show you guys one other thing quickly here before we head out on the next mission. So it says we unlock new weapons. So we got a couple 2-star weapons, but if you look, we can now buy the Samael Executioner. However, at the beginning of the game, we could have bought the Samael Assassin, which is a 3-star weapon. So, like I said, you miss out on a great chance to buy the better weapon by waiting. But in the end, you get it later. So, but what you can do is you can start buying this stuff for the assassin. So, all in the end, it's interesting. But yeah, if you use the armor-piercing rounds, increase the accuracy and reduce the effectiveness of enemies' armor, but causes less damage. So they're interesting. Used against armor targets. So we will call it here, guys, and we will be back in the next episode of Alpha Protocol. Thank you very much, guys. See you in the next one.